Howdy guys, welcome to, I guess, Beta 1 of Perilous Plunder. So today I'm just going to take a look at the new weapons, new map, challenges, and shit like that. So this is the first beta for Perilous Plunder. This is the new update that's going to be replacing sort of the Summer Sideshow for this year. So first, to get started, you'll see the Perilous Plunder seasonal. You can go and opt into the beta for this. Know that the beta may be glitchy and buggy, so if you want the most polished experience, I just wait for this update to come out in full. Anyway, so what we're looking for the Perilous Plunder is, of course, the Space Pirate Space Monkey Backpack in precious gold. So a backpack item, not going to quite get me away from my clot backpack, though. So the challenge are Sugar Me Timbers, kill 15 bosses on any map or mode. This isn't that bad, just basically play 15 survival games. Weekly Ahoy, just basically the ones that you have to do things on a certain map. Desolation's the new map here. Activate the power generator on Desolation is the sort of challenge there. Full of doubloons, earn 75,000 dosh through kills, rewards, and healing on Desolation. So again, this is basically the way that you get money on any kind of killing floor mission, really. So that one's going to take a little bit of time. 75,000 dosh is nothing to sneeze about. So this will take a little bit. And then, interestingly, another Endless challenge. It's been a while since we had something challenging you to play to a certain round on Endless. This is Wave 15 on Endless, Harder, Higher on Desolation. First things first, though. Let's take a look. I want to take a look at the Glock 18. Let's see. Is this map loaded in yet? There it is. Let's jump in. Let's take a look at some of these new beta weapons, shall we? All right, guys. So now we're back here. Playing the Gunslinger. I have the two Glock 18s. Important thing to note that you guys should know is that for all the weapons that are going to be added in the DLC, they are not in the trader yet, even if you opt into the beta. So in order to gain access to them, or at least the DLC ones aren't, you have to put in the commands first, enable cheats, and then give weapon. Important thing to note is that you can only give yourself a single Glock 18 because the command to give you dual Glock 18s doesn't work yet. You have to do that, give weapon KF game contact KF underscore pistol underscore G18C once, drop it, and then do the code again to get a second Glock 18 to use it. And this is going to be probably the same for the Blunderbuss as well. This is the way it was in previous updates, where you couldn't get those items without, if you didn't own them without doing cheats. Alright, you know what time it is. It's time to deal with the teat here. I don't have my soundboard enabled for this recording. So you're going to have to imagine it in your mind, or not, because you heard him say it. So, my first thoughts on this thing are, the single one has, like, 0 recoil and spread. It's fucking busted. Just one of these things is crazy. The duals seem a lot different. I think they're a bit more balanced. I think, in general, these pistols kind of promote a playstyle for Gunslinger that I don't really agree with, in that it's like, do you want to be able to kill things without having to get headshots? Then these are for you, because you can just spray everything. Like, you can just kill trash with these things super easy without having to aim for their heads. And again, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but where is he? Where the fuck is the elimination? Yeah, also you can see what this thing does to fucking A-bomb spawn. This thing's just absolutely ridiculous. You have to pardon my shitty aiming. I'm a little bit out of practice. Also, important to note is that with the single Glock 18, you can change fire modes from full auto to semi. With the duals, you are trapped in full auto because the alt fire is rebound to change your sighting configuration. So let's see here. How does Rack 'em Up change things? So this is the second weapon for a precision class. That is a class that has access to Rack 'em Up. This is a sharpshooter to be full auto. The first one was the FAL. And for you guys who know, the FAL has an obscene amount of recoil and a very tiny magazine size. And I'd say here, the Glock 18's recoil isn't anywhere near as bad. I think that's also partly due to the fact that this class has recoil reduction, which is something that I think is going to greatly impact this thing. Now, my main concern with this weapon is that it's it's a little bit OP, especially considering that these are like paid DLC. We don't know how much it's going to cost yet, but I have a feeling that they're going to do the same bullshit again, where each of them is going to be $10 and it's like $14 together, whatever the fuck it was. And I don't like that. I think that these are a little bit too good to be locked behind a paywall, and I think that these are like meta changing. So I have a feeling that these are kind of going to be a little bit ugly. And so I don't really agree with this. Now, the one thing I want to test real quick is there's a shoot house in this map, by the way. I think this map is sick. Let's take a look at the upward recoil. So firing here. So there's that. Let's drop one and let's do next to it. I think the recoil is a little bit higher. Of course, the decals don't stick around too long. Maybe I'm just hallucinating, but it seems like the recoil with both of them is a little bit higher. Another thing to note is that this thing does burn through ammo pretty well. Of course, with the Kimbos, you have the 233 rounders. You have 66 rounds. Of course, these things aren't quite as absolutely insanely busted as those modded ones were. But these are still a little ugly. Also, this is more of a minor nitpick, but the view models in these things are not to scale with real-life Glock 18s. These are way tiny. These look like I'm carrying 2 Glock 43s instead of Glock 18s. They're just way too tiny. Not to mention with these huge fucking suppressor compensators on them. So I think... Ooh, this one needs to defend this site here. I haven't found the generator yet. I don't know where that objective is located. I'm still going to do some searching here. I don't think this has an objective mode version, so I'm not sure if we can find that. I think it's just survival. The important thing to note is that if you want to try these weapons, you won't be able to do the challenges. Doing the enabled cheats command, one, you can only do it in single player. You can't do it with other people. 2, it will automatically disable any kind of stat tracking. So you won't get vault dosh from this, you won't get item drops, you won't get challenge completions if you enable cheats. So I'm just doing this just to test these weapons out. And so that is a siren. Yeah, like you can see that right there. These things are a little bit ridiculous because with Rack 'em Up you can get these crazy chain headshots on Big Zeds. I'm a little bit scared as to what these things are going to do to a Scrake, for instance. This will kind of probably be a little bit obscene. Of course, the vertical recoil and the vertical spread is a little bit intense. So burst fire is probably recommended here to make these things fully work. Yeah. This is like an average engagement distance. Yeah, you can see if you burst fire like this, you can get something that's about like a head-sized silhouette. As long as you give yourself enough time to... Ooh, hello! Howdy there, big boy. Holy shit. Yeah, these are broken. That was fucking ridiculous. Every single part of that was just fucking stupid. That was absolutely ridiculous. These things are absolutely stupid. And I hate Tripwire for making these. These things are terrible. Like not terrible as in like balance, but like just terrible as in completely unbalanced. These weapons are just ridiculous. But if you want to stay competitive as a gunslinger, this is the new meta, I think. I think this is what the hotness is, so Gandrew, get ready to pay $10 for this. I guess I'm probably going to do that too. Next weapon. Alright, now for the Blunderbuss. Interesting thing to note for the Blunderbuss is that it is classified as a pistol in weapon types, which is very interesting. That's going to have some effects with how this thing behaves in certain circumstances for damage types. But it's very strange that it's considered a pistol, because it doesn't look like one. Nor do I highly doubt that this thing deals pistol damage, which that is an important consideration to have, because, ooh, this is fun. Oh boy, I have a feeling this thing is going to be neat. So, it holds 60 cannonballs total. That's It's weird that they have one of these right next to the other. It's a very hazardous place to have this at. Those are quarter pounds. Let's see a Big Zed fight this thing. There's a lot of ammo for this. That one hit kills a fucking bloat. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is just a little bit fucky. This is a little bit ridiculous. This thing is kind of crazy. Let's see how long, if this thing will manually detonate or if it will just stay here. Interesting thing to note, it's got a blue aura around it instead of a red one like the Seal Skull does. Okay, it will stay there indefinitely. I guess it would probably get destroyed by a Siren Scream as well. Yeah, this thing is pretty good. Let's switch over to demo and see how the demo handles this thing with a fully upgraded. This is interesting. This is very interesting. The Glock 18s are tier 4, I know that much. I need to see what tier this thing is, which we can tell by how much it sells for in the trader. I have a feeling this is probably like a tier 4, tier 5, because this is a little bit crazy, just a little bit ridiculous. And this is kind of far away here. This is a not trivially sized map. 1125. So this is a tier 4 weapon. You can see because you can upgrade it once at 1500 dosh. So that means that these are it's a tier 4 weapon. So you should expect to spend what, 2,000 dosh on this thing to buy it. Let's see how it does here. As you saw with, I had the speed loader perk equipped on this support there, so I was able to reload pretty quick. We're going to see the standard reload here because the demo doesn't have an equivalent. See, that isn't bad. There's no charging handle, nothing like that. It just works. It just killed a fucking quarter pound in one hit on hard. That was insane. This thing's a little bit busted. I think this thing's gonna make the fucking Seal Squeal obsolete. This thing's way too good. This thing's, not to mention, with the whole hold to delay detonation thing, this thing's way more useful than the Seal Squeal is. Because the Seal Squeal, you can't detonate the charges if you're doing anything, like reloading or anything else, but this just let go of the fucking, the mouse button. This thing's way more useful. Not to mention it deals a shitload of damage with each projectile. Holy shit. That sounds like a siren. That sounds like the perfect test subject. Awesome. Of course that went that far. I didn't have any problem. Here, we want to see the siren break it. Okay. Siren does not destroy it. Also, I just realized that I'm stupid because I have sonic resistant rounds, so that wasn't a good test at all. So, I'm retarded. But I don't think any demo who's going to be using this thing would use it without sonic resistant rounds. But let's be honest with ourselves here. Look at that! You just one-shot them. Not even headshots, just fucking body shots. Jeez! Oh, boy, man, this thing is... I think I'm already over my reality officially with this thing. Say goodbye to your kills, guys, because this one's going to be coming in. If we ever see another max level level 25 demo come in, max prestige, then we know we're very fucked. This thing is horrifying. These DLC weapons are fucking busted. On to the next one. Alrighty, guys. Next up is the Berserker and the Test Launcher.